Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Brady now to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing now is Brady. Ebron caught left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Brady to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, brother, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is DJ Reed returning.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or you pitch it to you?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Wentz. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
On play action, it's Brady. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Touchdown, Giants!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Wentz's throw complete there to St. Brown.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the counter, Elliott. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Joe Reed returning.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's going to look deep for more. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 13.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking
on Wentz is intercepted yet again? Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
James Robinson,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
With another return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kwity Paye in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
46 down, man, 5-4.
45. Elliott.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10,
Let's get that swagger,
5,
y'all. Let's get that
and
swagger.
he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Dominate today.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got room. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Joker, 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 Joker. Watch twist.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. A dump off to Elliott. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 8th. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady now to throw.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Short little throw to Ebron. How did he stay on his feet? And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Giants 46, Cowboys 28. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game.
And he works free. Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see
and now they look to polish it all. Cross midfield. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.